I think right here today, considering all of the social media, all of the outlets for attention, Caitlyn Clark by far today is the most sought after popular star.
LPGA just did everything. They did it all correct in literally one day.
Caitlyn Clark, known as the Queen of the Basketball Court, performed the unimaginable. She not only dominated but also broke expectations in a way that nobody could have predicted. When Caitlyn took the golf course, the sports world was in awe.
Golf media is pumped about Caitlyn Clark, as they should be. So many more new fans are going to be tuning in to golf who never would have otherwise.
Teamed with celebrities such as Nelly Korda and Annika Surinam, Caitlyn's performance was not only impressive, but remarkable. She dazzled the audience with each swing, demonstrating that her talent is both varied and unstoppable. Her strong drives and nearly flawless putts have sparked a wave of praise that has left commentators asking how this is even possible.
For sure she's going to get quite a few
lessons
from Nelly. Maybe, fine-tune that part of it. But,
like that
I mean, you're an athlete. You're used to crowds, and I'm sure you play better under pressure.
However, this isn't just about golf. It's about changing the course of history as her rivals, Angel Reese and Angel Wilson, struggled to establish themselves in the wake of her rising fame. Sports fans were on their feet, cameras were rolling, and social media went crazy as videos of Caitlyn Clark's highlights went viral. This wasn't just a game, it was a declaration that Caitlyn Clark isn't just a fantastic basketball player. She's redefining what it means to be a GOAT, and the whole sports world couldn't stop talking about it.
So there comes the female GOAT, and these women are going from having 3,000 people in their arenas to 20,000.
Watch as we dissect the incredible moment that silenced her detractors, left her rivals in disbelief, and demonstrated why Caitlyn Clark may be the greatest athlete of all time.
I was trying to think of who else maybe could play today, especially in women's sports, that would create this kind of attention. Current player, and I mean, the true buzz that Caitlyn Clark has shown across the entire sports world in such a short period of time.
From the first time Caitlyn Clark took a swing, it was obvious that this wasn't simply a casual effort at a new activity. Her golf debut wasn't just a surprise. It was a phenomenon that sent shockwaves through the basketball and golf worlds. Caitlyn's first drive down the fairway was a thunderous, powerful, precise statement that left both fans and pros wondering if they were watching a future golf star paired with seasoned legends like Annika Surinam and Nelly Korda. She brought the same fierce determination and natural talent that made her a basketball icon, and the results were nothing short of spectacular. Commentators found it difficult to adequately evaluate Caitlyn's abilities because she didn't just hold her own. She stood out thanks to her flawless timing and flowing swings, which appeared almost too perfect for a novice. The audience erupted in cheers as Caitlyn played golf for the first time. She approached each stroke with a cool, collected focus, and each swing appeared to reflect years of practice.
Ripping it down the middle. Showing some depth wedge game as well. I'm not buying her comments yesterday that the only thing she wanted to accomplish today was not to hit anything. That looks pretty good. Or that she's
However, Caitlyn's debut was more than just her physical performance. It was also about the presence she brought to the course. She walked with the assurance of an experienced professional, unfazed by the pressure of playing with some of the world's top golfers, and the crowd, which was packed even at the crack of dawn, couldn't get enough of her charisma and energy. Fans flooded social media with videos of her precision shoots, and the hashtag analysts began comparing Caitlyn Clark to great crossover athletes in history, and praising her ability to adjust to the completely different demands of golf. As the day went on, it became evident that Caitlyn was doing more than just hitting golf balls. She was redefining what people thought was possible for a multi-sport athlete. Caitlyn wasn't just dabbling, she was excelling in a way that made it difficult to believe she hadn't been playing her entire life.
To go, and the last thing I'll ask is, there are a lot of fans here for 7 a.m. Pro-Am. What were the nerves like hitting your opening tee shot here compared to what you normally do on the basketball court?
I don't get nervous for basketball, but I got a little nervous for this because I don't want to hit anybody, but honestly, I'm just trying to have fun.
Even the legendary golfers she played with were pleased. Annika. According to reports, Sarah Stam described Caitlyn's swing as smooth yet authoritative, and Nelly Korda couldn't help but smile as she hit shot after shot with a dexterity that most golfers take years to acquire.
First of all, we're thankful that she's here. Kind of the one, and when you talk about women's sports, she's kind of, other than Nelly, it's been Caitlyn.
It was a moment that solidified Caitlyn as a formidable force in basketball and the sports world, in addition to showcasing her athletic flexibility. Caitlyn Clark's entry into the world of golf wasn't just unexpected, it also went against everything critics believed they knew about her. For years, she had been hailed as a basketball prodigy who dominated the court with skill, strategy, and unwavering intensity. However, making her debut on the golf course wasn't just a daring move, it was a statement that left her detractors speechless.
Caitlyn Clark has been the best thing, the most dominant thing. Remember, there's been good players come out of college, but nobody really cared. We'd seen it. Nobody really cared.
Some people believed that Caitlyn's fast-paced basketball mentality wouldn't fit with the accuracy and patience required for golf, but she dispelled those fears in the most dramatic way with each swing.
I know that you work really hard in the off-season. You said yesterday you're always trying to get better. What's the thing that you're working on this off-season?
I think, honestly, besides the actual basketball skill part of it, I think getting stronger, that's what I'm focusing on. I'm in the weight room a lot, just building that strength. Obviously, it was hard going right from the college season to the professional season. We'd spend a lot of time in the weight room, so.
Consequently, there was precedent for the skepticism. Even the top athletes frequently have difficulties when might Caitlyn's rapid energy be adapted to the controlled elegance of golf, or might her competitive edge transfer to a sport where calm thinking is required. Reign supreme, the response arrived quickly. Caitlyn's performance exceeded expectations rather than merely meeting them. Her innate agility blended flawlessly with an extraordinary ability to read the course and make shots with perfect accuracy, leaving both spectators and pundits in awe. This was not only a marketing stunt or a laid-back get-together.
What Caitlyn Clark does is kind of simple, really. She shows up at games, she signs autographs, she talks to little girls wearing jerseys, she smiles to the crowd, and then here's the most important thing. She competes like a maniac. I mean like a maniac.
Caitlyn came into the game with the same focus and discipline that have characterized her basketball career. Hours of practice, painstaking attention to detail, and an unwavering will to succeed all combined to create a debut that felt nothing short of historic. Golf veterans praised her ability to assess every aspect of the course, anticipate obstacles, and modify her technique in real time, all characteristics of an experienced player rather than a rookie.
She was at some Pro-Am tournament, and she's got a gallery full of people around her, and she shanks one. She hits a low dart right in the crowd, and then the scary thing is she re-tees.
Yeah.
She takes the ball and goes right back to the tee, and you can see the gallery like, oh my God, she's going again to start to...
And then there were her rivals, A.A. Wilson and Angel Reese, whose persistent efforts to downplay Caitlyn's accomplishments were put in stark contrast. For them, this was a horrible situation. While Reese and Wilson stayed in their comfort zones, Caitlyn's dominance on the basketball court had already made her a thorn in their side, but her spectacular golf performance only served to deepen their divide. As Caitlyn broke down barriers, demonstrated her versatility, and captured the imagination of sports fans worldwide, her ability to inspire and unite golf fans who had never followed her basketball career was what made this moment even more potent. At the same time, her current fan base became even more vocal, supporting her as she continued to defy expectations. Social media turned into a fight, with admirers praising her accomplishments and others trying to minimize them.
It's going to be huge. That's why they expanded the coverage around it, and that's why you see, some of the talking heads in the golf space getting really excited, because they know what's about to come down this week once Caitlyn Clark tees off.
Possibly the most striking indication of her influence was the audience's response, as the energy followed Caitlyn as she progressed from hole to hole. Even seasoned pundits were astounded by her ability to capture the audience's attention and transform what could have been a routine exhibition into a spectacle worthy of the headlines. As spectators lined the course, their cheers rising louder with each swing. In addition to being excellent, Caitlyn's performance was captivating, and it was clear that with every shot, she is changing the definition of what it means to be an athlete in the modern world. In addition to playing golf, Caitlyn Clark was creating a legacy that no one could ever undermine. Not even her detractors, rivals, or preconceptions. This was about demonstrating that boundaries are there solely to be crossed, not only about her prowess on the golf course.
She would not have joined the WNBA. These numbers would not be the way that they are with or without her, right? So it's not about Caitlyn Clark not being in the finals or being in the finals. It's the fact that Caitlyn Clark is in the league that is allowing other teams to still have these pretty decent ratings in the finals.
Caitlyn Clark's golf debut was a cultural event that had an impact well beyond the golf course, not only on her own performance. Her switch from basketball to golf not only dispelled myths about athletes who only play one sport, but it also established a new benchmark for adaptability. For many years, sports fans have argued about whether or not athletic brilliance can transcend disciplines. Caitlyn's performance not only addressed that query, but it also changed it. She wasn't merely competing. Rather, she was changing the way people saw athletes by fusing grace and strength in a way that, for the first time, made golf feel as exciting as a championship basketball game.
Caitlyn Clark does maybe better than anybody in sports right now and makes it about others, makes it about team. Think about it. When's the last time you didn't see Caitlyn Clark talking about a teammate? When's the last time you saw Caitlyn Clark talking about herself or any of the accomplishments that she has had? Let me give you the answer to that. Never! Never! You never hear that. Now, that's why their team has gotten good. She could have been an egomaniac. Everybody in the league knows that she is.
Her greatest detractors, Angel Ree and Wilson, were shocked by her ability to command attention. They had already found it difficult to match Caitlyn's dominance on the basketball court and frequently turned to off-court drama to try to damage her reputation. But now that she was reaching new heights in a totally different sport, their attempts to overshadow her appeared to be becoming more and more futile as they were preoccupied with maintaining their basketball rivalries. Rees and Wilson were falling behind, while Caitlyn expanded her horizons and captivated admirers in a variety of sports.
Clark is becoming the best player, not because she's white, because she's that good. She's having Larry Bird impact. She's been the driving force of the hottest team in the entire league, despite her record turnovers. Why? Because she's that good. She's legit good. She's colorblind good. She's guilt-free good. She's apolitically good.
This was about influence more than athletic prowess. Caitlyn's capacity to motivate and inspire others is the foundation of her expanding legacy. Her golf performance generated discussions about the value of stepping outside of comfort zones and chasing excellence in novel ways. In contrast to the criticism from Rees and Wilson, young followers poured words of admiration onto social media, explaining how Caitlyn's journey inspired them to take chances and explore their own potential. Even in a sport as conventional as golf, Caitlyn's overwhelming amount of support overshadowed Hollow. She offered a new enthusiasm that attracted new people. Her presence on the course wasn't just about making spectacular shots, it was also about questioning the sport's frequently strict ethos. Golf has long had trouble drawing in younger spectators, but Caitlyn's charisma and unquestionable talent made it feel exciting once more. Talent seekers who had never thought about watching golf were paying attention to watch Caitlyn perform, not the game.